How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Rocky Mountain EDC channel. So today I have just a quick video for you guys talking about an out the front automatic knife that is honestly great for what it is intended to do, and it's at an amazing price point. And what we're going to be looking at today is going to be the AKC Xtreme EVO. Now, the company AKC Knives is really, honestly, I don't see a lot of people talking about this company. There are some videos out there about what this company has to offer, especially when it comes to affordable automatic knives. And just a very brief little history about this company is they attempted to take a lot of the classic stiletto and automatic type knives, taking that aesthetic but modifying it to be more modern. So if you can tell just by the AKC Xtreme EVO, it has these flares on the ends, and that's to really kind of look like a classic or an old style automatic knife or stiletto. So kind of having these flares, but in a much more modern, sleek design. And what's really cool about this company, they have a lot of different variations in terms of these automatic knives. They have a lot of different options, and they have amazing price points. I think some of the cheaper end automatic knives you can get for around 60 bucks. And they have a lot of different options. And really just for those that want an automatic knife, right, and out the front automatic knife, don't want to pay $200+ for it, and maybe they don't really care about the steel and it being the quote-unquote highest quality item out there. But here's the catch, is this company, even though they're much more budget friendly, they're not making gas station quality type out the front knives. This isn't something that you get for $5 off of Amazon, and it's, cheaply, super cheaply made. This is budget in mind, but the thought to detail and the quality is still there. Some of the materials just might not be as nice as you're looking for. So that's a little history on AKC. Highly recommend that you check them out. I will post a link in the description of this bio to kind of direct you guys towards how to find this knife and the other knives that the company has to offer. So without further ado, let's get into the knife itself. So what's really nice is we get this smooth coated green aluminum casing. And this is, again, it's not anodized aluminum. It's got to have some type of paint on it, so this will come off. You can see in just some minor spots that it can come off. But what's really nice is it's a sleek design. It's a good feel. And again, just that aluminum is going to make this feel very light, right? I don't think that out the front automatic knives, there is a lot of components going on with the knife itself. It doesn't need to be heavy, right? That is something that you don't really want, or at least I don't want in an out the front automatic knife. Now, what's really cool too is they do offer some minor type of texturing or gripping here, this kind of milling into that aluminum. It's not super aggressive. It's not something that you are going to really notice, but it does add a little bit of that texture, and it does kind of actually make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. So that's really cool. The pocket clip itself is a very standard pocket clip. This is not a deep carry pocket clip, but honestly, you're getting about that much sticking out of the pocket, which isn't too bad. It does make it easier to grab and pull out of your pocket, which is a good thing. And the retention on the clip is very, very strong. So nice, strong pocket clip, very basic. Again, something you would expect with a much more budget option. Now, speaking of budget on this knife, this thing is going to run for about $100. Now, if you know anything about OTFs, right, they can easily be $200 plus. So $100 out the front automatic knife for the budget mindset is really good. And again, AKC has a lot of other even cheaper options than this one, but I would say that this one is probably the most sleek looking. And speaking of that sleek look design, is the flaring on the handle itself, right? You have these very exaggerated flares on the ends, which honestly, when it comes to the function and the ergonomics, this actually serves as a really nice thumb ramp, somewhere to put your thumb and to actually get some leverage, right? Or a finger guard to prevent your hand from sliding up and cutting yourself on the blade. So that's actually a really nice thing. This is actually very comfortable. It's very ergonomic. And the actuation switch, which is going to be a front scale or front facing switch rather than a side switch here. But this works great. It's, I would say, a gradual slope. You have much larger kind of ramps here, but it's very comfortable. The action is nice and snappy. And of course, like any automatic knife, it has the safety feature. So this isn't going to go through any type of solid materials, right? It's not that powerful, but it does have that safety feature on it. So that's kind of looking at the exterior. The only thing that I would say kind of bothers me with the exterior is the exterior screws, which, I mean, it is nice that they give you the option to access the internals, but I feel like on the show side here that they probably should have left this smooth, right, and put the screws on the back side. That is not having anything to do with the integrity or the function of the knife. That's more of an aesthetic type of situation. But nonetheless, that's not a major thing. Getting into kind of how the blade itself feels, right? Again, with any type of automatic knife, you're going to have a little bit of blade play, right? So back and forth, side to side. And again, obviously a little bit of up and down, but that's not really, that's normal, right? You want that to occur so that when you do get this failing action, you can pull the blade and reset it, get it back on that track. But as far as the side to side and the back to forth blade play, it's pretty standard. It's not the highest tolerance in terms of fit and finish on that, but it's not annoying enough to where you're really going to notice it when you're cutting. It doesn't feel like the blade is wobbling around, right? So pretty average on that, kind of what I would expect on the knife itself. And again, something about the actuation switch, this is also going to be aluminum, which is kind of nice in terms of just keeping with the style of the handle itself. Getting into the blade shape and the blade steel, this is going to be AKC 8 steel, which is honestly not going to be the highest edge retention in steel. It is going to be easy to sharpen. It's going to have a pretty good stain resistance, and it's going to be moderately tough. The nice thing is, again, it is going to be easy to sharpen, so I wouldn't be too concerned on that. And again, it is a budget, more budget-friendly option on the blade steel. Nonetheless, really cool. This is going to be the drop point blade pattern. For me personally, why I got the drop point, it just is going to be much more practical for my use. If I use this as a everyday carry, they do have a partial dagger or partial edge on the half portion of the other side. They also have just a straight up dagger or spear point where it's going to be having edge on both sides, and they might even have a Tonto version as well, but I like the standard drop point. It is going to have a coating. I'm going to guess that this is just going to be a painted coating, nothing special. Not really necessary in terms of, you know, keeping the steel corrosion resistant, It's OS 8. It's already going to be very corrosion resistant, but this is going to be more just giving it an aesthetic look. You can also get these knives without it being coated, and the handle materials come in a lot of different colors. You can get orange, blue, red, black, even a metallic look, and the green one here. So lots of different options to choose from, and really just going to be really nice for the price point. I have used this for some basic cutting tasks, and it does great. And what's nice is it is going to be sturdy enough in terms of an OTF, so it's going to have kind of a thicker spine, as you would expect with most OTFs. But if you can see, it really thins out towards the tip. So you do get a little nice slicing action closer up towards the tip, but it's also still kind of sturdy enough and much more of a classic OTF style blade, right? A little thicker, obviously a very short blade to spine, edge to spine on the blade. So really nice. Highly recommend this, guys. If you're looking for an OTF, this is going to be a great option. Affordable, especially in today's times, right? Things being so expensive. If you still want to get an OTF, highly recommend the AKC Xtreme EVO. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Rocky Mountain EDC channel. Thanks.